Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 138. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan, and I love to crochet and I love to knit, but mostly I like to collect yarn. And you can find all that yarny goodness on my social media, which is linked down below. Like my Instagram, my Ravelry, my email is down there as well. Also, all the patterns that I'm going to talk about, all the special yarns that I talk about will all be linked down below as well. So welcome. Last I was here, I was doing a weekly making vlog thing. My week of making vlogs. Yeah, daily vlogs for a week about what I was making. So I haven't seen you in a while. I have a lot to show you. There were things I finished that week that I'm going to show you right now. But I do want to say I forgot to charge the mics, so anyway. Sorry about the sound quality. Okay, so first we're going to start with some life stuff. So those of you who know, we are on sabbatical right now and visiting different churches. So during the week of making vlog, we had gone to a church that one of Ryan's students goes to. And it was fun to watch him interact with his student. I say student, but it's an adult with disabilities. So anyway, and then we ended up going to lunch at the family's house, and we met family, friends, and stuff like a whole lot of people there. And it was a great Sunday. And then Tuesday we found out that the student's youngest sister had passed away. 23 years old, passed away in her sleep. So I'm like fourth, fifth, I'm so many people away from the epicenter of it. I don't know if I will ever know what happened to her. So Friday of that week, we ended up going to the wake. And I was just, the whole time I was just like, I wasn't expecting to see you guys again this soon. And under these circumstances, I was just, oh my gosh. And watching Ryan's student, he just looked so lost and so overwhelmed with all the people that were there. And, he doesn't like sensory overload, all of that. Like, I want to just hug him the whole time I was there. Anyway, so that was a difficult end of the week. And then that Sunday we ended up going to Orland Park Christian Reformed Church, which is the Dutch Reformed, which kind of is what Elam was started in, which is where we work. And yeah, it was interesting. Mostly because my former boss was there. He's actually my neighbor. I can see his house right now. Yeah, so he had hired me at Elam, and then it's been over a year now since he's left, under weird, stressful circumstances. So it was interesting seeing him. And Ryan's like, he's our neighbor, so come on over, yeah. And I'm like, fine, it's fine. But Ryan goes and plays basketball there, so he knows a lot of the guys. He's met a lot of the other people that attend that church, so he had a good time. But the best part was some of our adults from Elam, where we work, they go and worship there too, so it was fun. We actually ended up sitting near them during the service and just watching them praise and worship. It was really good. And then this morning, Ryan and I went to the Greek Orthodox Church, which is not far from here. We just wanted to try something totally different, and let me tell you, it was totally different. They were like, our service starts at 8:15 in the morning. And then I was like, well, what time does the second service start? And they were like, well, pretty much what it does is you start at 8:15 and they just go. And then when you arrive for the second service or whatever. Their divine liturgy service is supposed to start about 9:30, I think. So we were in service from 8:15 until 11:15. And the one guy, I don't know if you're familiar with like the Orthodox Church, but they have chanting, prayers, and singing scripture and stuff like that. So this guy was pretty much singing for 3 hours straight. And it's so, like the songs the tune goes up and down, so it's like you're really stretching your vocal cords for this, and I was just like, my throat would be killing me by now. Oh my gosh. And then they had communion, but if you're not Orthodox, you can't participate in it, which we understand. It's not how we operate in our church, but and then of course they had the incense going, and it was just so different from what I'm used to. But it was awesome at the same time. Like, I loved seeing it from that perspective, like seeing how they worship and seeing how they do things. And they were having a luncheon after church. There was a gentleman that had passed away like 5 years ago, so it was a memorial luncheon. It's like, I don't even know this guy. I don't even know the people here. And Ryan wanted to stay, and I was just like, yeah, I'm interested in kebabs, but this is gonna feel so weird. But as we were walking out of the sanctuary, you had to go and greet the father, and then you could go out through the hall. And as we were walking up, I saw this lady, and I was like, she looks so familiar. I know her from somewhere. And then as we left the sanctuary, walked down the hall, I saw her again, and it clicked. I was like, that's my dentist. Okay. And then she walked up, she's like, Lori, oh my goodness, I thought that was you. I was like, yes, it's me. So she got to meet my husband, and they were chatting, and we were just talking about like sometimes you need to have such a jarring transition. So like when you walked into that church, it looks different, it smells different, like the church sounds different. It's like, because you come from the world and the busy stress craziness of the world, like you want to have something totally different when you walk in, so then you're pulled from the world into presence. So anyway, it was fun. And then chatting with her outside of the dentist chair, so that was fun. And so we didn't end up eating kebabs and rice and salad. And they also had a bake sale, so we got some goodies, and we're helping the kids go on a mission trip to Rochester, Minnesota. Anyway, but so that's been our church experience in the sabbatical. I definitely like having Ryan around more. He's not so busy with things. So like we've been able to go to the movies, or not that we've gone once in the sabbatical. We went to go see Moana too, which I loved. But last night, there was a couple from our church that had tickets to Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. So we got to go, that they gave to us. So we went to go watch that, and I had seen it. We weren't even married yet. My cousin was performing it in her high school play, and so we went to go see Tiffany sing and dance and stuff like that. So so we've been singing those songs all day today. So that's the life stuff. Shall we get on with the yarny goodness? So finished objects. I have a lot to go over right now. I have a basket full of stuff, mostly because one is a blanket. I have another basket full to talk about. So we're just gonna go in order of how I finished everything. So let me pull everything out here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need that. And I need that. Okay. So the last podcast I did was in January, and I had been working on this crochet. It's the Crochet Memories blanket by Hannah from the Cozy Cottage. And when I showed it to you, I didn't realize I only had 2 sides left. That was it to finish this blanket. So I ended up finishing it the night after I had recorded all of that. So here is my finished Crochet Memories blanket. It has been washed. Doesn't really need to be blocked, but yeah, I think I was somewhere over here. But yeah, here we go. There's one side. It's a perfect square. So, so this has scraps from my projects. This also has Advent yarns from my swap with my friends Jen and Jill. So I have the 2023 Advent is there in the middle. And you can tell where it is by the lines, the blue lines there and there. So now that I've shown you this, I can use it. So yeah, easy pattern, corner to corner, join as you go. Very lovely. I may do another one somewhere down the line. But I did want to say, so this is the corner I started in. Usually people start in the middle and they just kind of spiral out. I started in the corner and I was like, since it's corner to corner, I'll make mine corner to corner. But yeah, so this is the first square I did. I actually started it on our anniversary, our 19th wedding anniversary, which our 21st is coming up here in a bit. So yeah, I definitely wanted to get this done before then. I picked this yarn because the colors are similar to the colors that were in our wedding. That's why, if you were ever wondering. So the second one I finished is living in my Christmas flamingo bag. It was my Christmas Eve cast on. This is the yarn. It is Lang Yarns Wool Addicts Footprints. There's the label. I wonder who that is who that guy is. Interesting. So the makeup of this yarn is 45% cotton, 42% wool, and 13% nylon. And the colorway is 12. But as I was working with this, it reminded me of the fruit stripes gum that we used to have all the time when I was younger. So I've been calling these my fruit stripes gum instead of my Christmas Eve cast on. Okay, so I actually did these one at a time. This time I usually try to do my socks two at a time just because I prefer it that way. I did 9-inch circulars. I have noticed when I do that, I feel like the socks come out bigger and baggier. So that may not be a thing for me to do anymore. It's still fun to try new things. So last time you saw, I had finished this whole sock and I was to here. And so I finished all of this. The ends are woven in, washed and blocked. I just need to get a photo, official finished photo for Ravelry. So this is a shadow wrap heel. It's 2x2 ribbing. 60 stitches around total. Yep. And I feel like it's so baggy on me. Anyway, experimenting all the time. Alright. Another project that you've already seen, but I officially show it on the podcast, right? Is the Maria top. I had started this on our last cruise. And I had 2 other colors that I was working with. Was not liking how it was looking, so frogged it all. It's all in one color now. And that is the Shepjes Color Crafter Anti-Pilling base. It is a DK weight, 100% acrylic. The colorway is this gorgeous blue. This is one little nugget I have. I still have 2.5 skeins left. I didn't need all the ones that I ordered. But you never know. You never know. But this gorgeous blue is the colorway Delft. And here is my finished sweater. So last time I showed you on the podcast, I was here where these gorgeous palm trees are. That's a stitch marker from Rose. Hi, Rose. So yeah, I just had a few more inches to go of the body, and then I had the sleeves to do as well. I'll put in a picture of me wearing it so you can see it. See what it actually looks like. I'm loving this. So now that I've shown you, I can actually wash it. It hasn't been washed yet, but so we'll wash it, and then I can wear it. Is it supposed to be any warmer this week at all? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be like in the 20s. Wednesday we're supposed to get a snowstorm. Not liking the odds of that one at all. So I may not be wearing that this week. We'll see. Okay, so now we're going to talk about my basket of amigurumi here. Actually, you need this book here. I'll just leave it in here. This folder's marking my place for a later comment. So this is the book, More Crochet Iconic Women. This is book 2 by Carla Petrani. She has another book. I did all the women in that book. So now I'm working on these women. And actually, Ada Lovelace is the one I just finished. Here she is. Her head's a little floppy. I think it's all the hair. You kind of like look at this hair. Oh my gosh. and it'll just stitch it down however it wants to lay, honestly. So yeah, so here she is. I did do some changes. I'd forgotten to grab white, so she didn't have the white collar like she's supposed to, but it doesn't matter. There's no crochet police that's gonna come and arrest me for having a purple collar instead of a white one. So Ada Lovelace is basically the mother of computers. Her and this other guy worked together, created the first computers 1840 some. I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, like there were computers back then. It's not the computers that we think of today, but in the same vein. So anyway, yeah. She had a definitely interesting life. I will link a podcast about her. She's so cool. But yeah, she definitely had an interesting life. So yeah, she will now go in my cabinet of ladies. And then also, I have been working on gnomes. You would have seen me start one and finish one. This last Friday was my coworker's birthday, but she was gone, so I still have her gnome. So I can show you. So this is Nellie. This is for my coworker. Her favorite color is pink. And then I went ahead and I was like, you know what? Since I'm in the groove, let's make Naomi. For my coworker whose birthday is in March. And then I was like, you know what? I have one more coworker that would want one of these, so there's Nala. As you can see, I did a theme for all three of them with the sprinkles and the colors. So, you know, Kayla likes pink, Beth likes purple, Tara likes yellow, and then the sprinkles are whatever color, the other two colors. So yeah, I'm very excited about these to give them out. So we'll see how they're received starting Tuesday when Kayla is back for her Nellie, the birthday gnome. Okay, and then I saw a cute picture of a basketball gnome. And I was like, Ryan, do you want me to make one? He's like, yes, I love that. That's so cool. So, I crocheted all the pieces. And then it said to draw the basketball on the hat and then on the little basketball that he's holding. And I was like, I am not confident in my drawing skills. Crochet skills, yes. Drawing, no. So I had Ryan do it for me. Because he's pretty good, and I mean, he knows basketball. He knows what the lines are supposed to look like. So it was a Team Keel collaboration. We had a name picked out. We were both like, not sure if we like that. So I think this is what we're going with. I'm not sure. But this is Gnomy, Ryan's basketball homie. So yeah. So Ryan put the Evo on here because that's the type of basketball he likes. It's a Wilson Evolution. I don't know. He even put it on the ball on both sides. But yeah, so here's what Nomi looks like. And his beard. So yeah, and of course we had to do blue and white because those are the colors of his team. So yeah, I'm excited. I love how he turned out. I thought he turned out really cute. So part of me wants to take this to work and be like, let me show my coworkers first, and then you can. No, he can have it. Now that I've recorded about it, he can have it. So I think I'll go give it to him now. Okay. Now for make some progress. There's still a lot to talk about. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm gonna talk about. I was like, let's do the crochet stuff first, right? Yes. So, in this bag is my Advent swap from Jill and Jennifer. Yeah, from this year. So I just kind of balled everything up as I got it, and then I made sure to keep it in order. And then Allie from Little Drops of Wonderful, she did, she's done several of these granny wraps. Yeah, granny wraps and the pattern is by Anna of Anna Boo's House. So I was like, you know what, that's an awesome idea. Here we go. And so here is my granny advent so far. So last time you saw, I had just finished this green, and this cream, this forest green, and then this lovely color here. This is what I took with me to Moana 2. I was working on this during the movie. And my cousin's wife was just like, how can you see? I was like, it's something that's big enough. Whoa, the sun just came blowing me out here. I was like, the holes are big enough that I don't even really have to look. So that's how I can do it in the dark. But yeah, here's my advent so far. Here's the back side with all the ends still sticking out. Basically, I just balled it and made a magic knot. I want to say magic loop. That's not right. And then here is the ball that I'm working from. You can see all the fun colors that are in there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one on hold for a bit to work on some other projects, get some other ones done. But yeah, I'm loving this one. Like, I feel like this is gonna be one that I just want to take my time with it, enjoy it as I work it, because it's yarns from my friends. So, making progress number 1. Making progress number 2 is another advent. Where can I put this? Okay. It's another advent project. This is my green lambkin yarn advent, which was Enchanted Forest was the theme. Is living in this beautiful bag that I won as a prize. I think it was a Strictly Sock Along. I don't remember who made it. Look here. So unique. Yeah. And then this is a little pin from Allie. It's her Little Drop of Wonderful. This is how I keep my yarn in control. So I caked up, I did magic knot again. Balled up, I think I have 3 colors in this cake here. It's hard to see because the way it's collapsed on each other. And then I stuffed it in an old sock. So look at this. So I am over halfway through all the colors. I have, let's see, 12. So I've started color 16 of 24. But here we are so far. We'll scoot back here so you can see. Still can't get it all in. There we go. There we go. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. So the pattern that I'm using is called the Bantam Wrap. But I'm not doing the Bantam Wrap exactly. So, it's similar. I'm just going straight up and not at a bias. So, so last time you saw, I was here. So I did all those gorgeous greens and into the blues. And now I'm getting into the purples. Which you know how I feel about purple. So yeah. This one I just leave by my couch, my spot on the couch, and work on quite a lot. It's a fun project to work on, and I really want to have it done to use like as a scarf, like everyday scarf is what I want it for. And I'm afraid by the time I get this done, it's gonna be warm and I won't need it anymore. But yeah, this has been a fun project for sure. The next one is a birthday present that I'm working on from my cousin. Sorry, I have a text. Let's get that out of the way. So my cousin she's also a knitter, but her birthday is coming up, so I need to get this done, and I'm pretty close. I'm working on the Alaska pattern, hat pattern. I am 10 rows away from finishing the color work. So yeah, I'm pretty close. The yarn that I'm using is Knit Circus yarns. Hold on. There we go. Knit Circus yarns. The colors are April Skies and Stargazing are the two, and I have them in my skein coats. It's living in my Star Trek bag. That's what that clicking sound is the closure. Okay, so I don't even have a cute stitch marker on here. I just have a regular light bulb one. So last time you saw, when I started making this was during my week of making vlogs. So I wasn't very far. I'm actually following the pattern-ish. I think I didn't do all the rows that you're supposed to do for the brim. I think I was like 5 short. I was like, I'm just tired of doing brim. So, here we are so far with the trees. Like I said, I'm getting close to the top of the tree. So excited. Again, my floats are just, they're something else. I try to make them long enough so you can stretch things out, but still. Like my hat, the one that I just did, the floats are horrible, and so the top is like scrunchy, really scrunchy. Oh well. It is what it is. It's a handmade gift, and that's all that matters. Right? So, I'm very excited about this though. I love this pattern, even though it does give me fits sometimes. So, there's that one, and then the last make in progress I have is a new pair of socks. I finished the other ones, so I decided I need to start another pair. Again, just always have socks on the go. I went through my stash, and I have like all these like one skeins. I mean, we all do this, right? We go to a yarn shop or we go to a yarn show and we see this skein and it's just gorgeous and we buy one. And my thought was, right now, like in the time of life that I am in, the thought of having a cowl or a shawl on, as much as I love it. Who just pulled into my driveway? Oh, turning around? Okay. The thought of having a shawl or anything around my neck right now, except for when I'm outside and it's cold, I can't, it's too hot. As much as I love my shawls and my cowls and everything, I wear them for about 2 hours and then they're gone. So these one skeins that I have, I've decided they're just gonna be socks. That's what they are. So I went through and I found some new sock patterns and stuff. All that to say, I have another pair of socks on the go. This one I was gonna do. I even started doing it. I had decided to do a color work on the sock because these are Valentine socks. They're living in my Rapunzel bag, made by me. Go live your dream. The yarn is, where's the tag? I mean, it's Expression Fiber Arts. This is her Oopsie Mystery Pack that I had ordered a while ago. The yarns that, so it was basically mini skeins that didn't dye right or whatever. So let me show you my yarn management because it's 150 gram. Are they 50 grams? It does not say. I want to say I weighed it and it was 50 grams. Of course, since I do my socks 2 at a time, I have 4 things because it's 2 colors, 50 grams each. I feel like my words are failing me right now. So I cake them up. I have cut a hole on one end of the sock. So I have an end coming from this side and an end coming from this side as I knit my 2 at a time socks. So this is the first color. It's this gorgeous wine color. Kind of matches my nails. And then I have this gorgeous pink color. This sock was a gift from my cousin when he lived in South Korea about 10 years ago. Maybe even longer than that now. So this sock is old, and so I didn't want to throw it out because it was a gift. So now it's living its second life. And like I said, I had already started color work on it. Did not like how it was looking, so I ripped back. And when I picked it up, because this is a semi-solid tonal color, you can really see where I messed up picking up the stitches. But I don't care. So, here are my Valentine socks so far. I mean, look at this. There's a hole there. These are all twisted and weird. And look at this part. What happened there? I don't know. But anyway, I'm now back to just straight stockinette, knit, knit, knit in the round. I'm going to make these big stripes between the wine color and the pink. So yeah. And then I might go back over and maybe do an afterthought, like heart kind of thing on it. I don't know. Trust me, like last night I was working on it and I was almost done with the heart and I was just like, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. So it's like, I'm not liking this at all. So let me just start over. And I did. So anyway. So those are my makes in progress. They've been fun. So, to be things that I'm going to start. First of all, I need to pick another lady. I need to get working on them. So, I did a random picker, number generator, whatever. And so now I'm going to be doing Grace Hopper. There she is. She is a computer scientist that worked in the Navy, hence the uniform. Oops. Hence the uniform. So yeah, we'll go from one computer scientist to another. Awesome. So she will be started soon, I hope. But then I really just want to work on the ones I've got so far. But I am going on vacation. 2 weeks from today, Ryan and I will be on the beach on another cruise. So I decided that my cruise, since it's such a short cruise, because of sabbatical, time off from Elam, what we can afford, it's a real quick 3-night cruise. And so I was like, well, I'll take this project and I'll take this project and I'll take this one to work. Like, Lori, you're gonna be so busy as it is, you'll probably only work on one. So I have narrowed it down to one project to work on, and that is the Lori tea. I keep debating, do I want to take it on the plane or not? I really want something to work on the plane. But again, I am like anxious about the whole security. And I did read an article about like getting your knitting needles through security and your crochet hooks, which I never really worried about my crochet hooks. It's the knitting needles, because if they were to take them, that means my whole project gets ripped off and I have to pick up stitches. And you saw how bad I am at picking up stitches. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do it and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's just yarn. I'll start over if I have to. I'm gonna do the Lori top. The yarn that I picked for this one is a yarn that I got on clearance at Joann over the summer. So it's a big twist fleck. It's so pretty. I am so excited for this sweater. This is the colorway Ice Cream Cake. So I'm very excited about this sweater to get this going. Yeah. So that is a lot that I've talked about so far. So with that, I'm gonna go clean up all this, and I will see you with another making vlog. Probably cruise style. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. So with that, I will see you guys later. God bless. Bye.